Hello, beautifuls. I am going to be doing a reading for you today. If this reaches you, it's most likely for you, but if it's not and you don't resonate, then just leave it for whoever it is for. So, I don't normally take cards that flip like that because that gives me like chaos vibes. Somebody's trying to push its way through, so it's not aligned with true source. But we have the Lovers in reversed, and on the bottom we have the High Priestess, the King of Swords on top. So it's giving me the sense of there was a distorted message that was trying to come through, and it gives me the sense of like an overlay over the true line message. The Lovers in reverse is really giving me the sense of something not being chosen. There's a choice point happening, but it's not even being looked at, it's not being focused on. There's a lot of distortion around this choice point. So we have the World. So we're in a completion cycle. The bottom of the deck we have the Chariot, and we have the Tower, and we also have Judgment. So what I'm getting from this is that there was a choice point, and this choice point was a completion cycle that's been taking place. There's a lot of fast movement been happening from the true line, true source, and that is basically this Tower moment that's not been looked at. So there is a group of people that are just not willing to make a choice. Judgment is coming out because this is also the sense of like this completion node, the Chariot, the Tower, Judgment. So this is kind of giving me the vibes of like going to a few readings ago on my page where there was like a few weeks of just like very, very strong message coming out of a tower falling, and there has actually been multiple towers within this one tower fall, and it's the old world line essentially. So this reading is giving me the sense of there is a lot or a group of people that are just ignoring the choice point. There is a choice between the old line and the true line, the new one. Judgment, reckoning, movement, tower falling. We have the blindfold is being lifted, so I feel like this gives me that sense of the Two of Swords in reverse. So normally it would be very defensive, but this is like the blindfold is lifting for a lot of people now. So this choice that they had it either ignored, received distortion around the message they were receiving for the specific tower moment, and what was truly going on in the field is being lifted. You know, like this mechanism that had kept people in distortion is lifting. The World symbolizes a cycle, but it's also closure here. I'm getting that this cycle is closed, like it's hard closed. You know, there's no going back into this old cycle for the field. So I'm essentially doing like a collective field reading. The field has reshuffled, and it's still reshuffling a little bit because a lot of like here what I'm getting is people breaking free from illusions, but they're also in this moment where they were given a choice, they didn't see it properly. So we have the Seven of Cups in reversed, which would give me the sense is there was a lot of illusion, and then the card before the Two of Swords in reverse gives that sense of the blindfold being lifted a little bit, and he's basically lifting the veil, right? Starting to really recognize this choice that maybe they didn't look into properly, realizing that this tower moment is currently for them, and Judgment is in their situation. The Chariot is Source moving through extremely fast movement. You know, at this point things have closed, so the tower is no longer upright. the wrong way up, like reversed. It's upright. So this tower can basically be displayed for a long time, and that's what was happening. But at this point, this is happening full scale. The completion's already happened, so the physical is basically catching up. We have the Hanged Man in reverse, so yeah, that gives me that sense of a group. So this gives me the vibe of like a group. A group was hanging something in place, and it's been flipped. So the tower is falling fast, and the Hanged Man, it was like hanging something in place, not wanting to look at it, wanting to delay it, not wanting to really accept that the tower was falling. But that Hanged Man is up the other way now, so that hang time has been basically cut off. So no more delaying what was supposed to be happening. We do have the Strength card and the Page of Cups. So here is giving me that sense of there is strength in the field, and there is false offers, and these are the things that people have kind of leaned into. Offers that basically have something hidden, like a hidden clause, and this is ultimately the illusion layer. They're going to realize that the illusions are lifting, and they might have made a bad choice. Even though it looked all like fluffy and warm and strength filled on the surface. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. This has got to do with like money or provisions. So they were holding really tightly to something that they didn't want to let go of, which was I'm getting the word stolen provisions, the Devil in reversed, the Three of Cups in reversed. Yeah, so this gives me the sense of like holding on to something extremely tightly, which is a provisional thing. So it's probably got to do with money, and that's kind of loosening a little bit. The realization is kicking in that the Three of Cups, there's no celebration anymore. So what I'm seeing in the field visually, physically, from a lot of readers and stuff, is people are telling you to celebrate. They're saying that there is like this good energy coming in, and it's time to celebrate and stuff. And this reading from True Source is really giving the true line of that, and that's basically where the Page of Cups is there. It's this false sense of security. And I don't think I'm speaking to like a large group. I'm speaking to a collective group of what they would say is our leaders. They would say they're leaders. So we do have the Wheel of Fortune coming out. As I split the deck, I just wanted to see what was going to come out. And we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Ace of Swords, and then the Star here. So these cards in succession are really giving the Wheel of Fortune, it's spinning. There's nothing that can be done to stop this cycle from turning over. The Ace of Pentacles in reversed is giving that sense of the material that they're looking for, the money, material, it's not going to land, or it's not landing in the way that they thought. The Ace of Swords is because the field, the Star here, and this is the true line of source, has basically gone into a position of truth. So the field is now under authority of True Source and truth. So if something's not anchored in truth, then it is basically what this reading is about. If you're anchored in truth and nothing but the truth of the true line, then you're not affected by this. You made the right choice. But what I'm getting is that there is a lot of people that made a choice to ignore the calling from True Source, and they are now experiencing these things. So just thought I'd do a field read collective, and I'll see you in another one very shortly. Definitely, if you want a paid reading, go check out my website.